Hey everyone, it's Virginia. So, ignore my mess back here. We got back from Kentucky and we kind of threw stuff right here in the spot to get it, work on getting it cleaned, put away, unpacked. So yeah, ignore the mess that's going on right there. But, I have a small little Dollar Tree haul for you. But before I do show you that, this is the little Dollar Tree haul here. Now, I have lots of videos planned for you guys. I did spend a week in Kentucky doing a mission trip. Guys, the mission trip was amazing. I came back feeling so refreshed and everything. And it was just an amazing trip. So like the group that we took 2 days, okay, so as we were driving there, we stopped in Missouri. So I live in Texas, by the way, guys, okay? And Texas is way too hot, guys. Like today, the temperature was like 103, and it said it felt like 108 with a humidity of like 30% or something like that. It was very hot, very humid today. And so Texas is just hot, guys, okay? Trust me. But we drove from Texas, and Texas takes pretty much most of the day to get out of. But, so driving from Texas, we stopped in Missouri and we stayed at an Airbnb there. The kids enjoyed the Airbnb. We watched a movie. We ate some pizza that night. Then we ate breakfast. Then we packed up the vehicle and drove the rest of the way to Kentucky. Louisville. Totally probably saying it wrong. I know. It's okay. But anyways, that's where we went in Kentucky. There. We met the people. They told us where we were staying. There was 5 different church groups. And we made some really amazing friends. It was really nice. But 4 of the church groups stayed at the main campus, the main church where we ate at, where we had our services at, and all that. And one church stayed at another church. Well, we happened to be the one church that stayed at another church, which was okay because all kids can be noisy sometimes, and they like to stay up late and all that stuff anyways. And so this way it worked out good. They didn't want keeping no one else awake. But, so we stayed over there. So we did have to travel 8 minutes away each day at the end of the day to get to our campus. And then 8 minutes to come back to the main campus each day when other people were already there. So, there was some ups and downs about it, but it's not a big deal. And during the free time, the kids didn't really have a room there. They couldn't really go to their room and hang out for free time or take a nap or something during free time because of the fact that we were at the campus. We didn't have nothing we weren't staying there or sleeping there. So they just kind of hung out in the sanctuary and did just danced and hung out. They did some other activities around there, just hanging out with some friends and stuff, but it turned out to be really great. Well, the group that I was with, so what they did was they took all the churches and they kind of split them. So half of my church was with half of another church. And then that was one of our groups. And then we had one group that had half of our church and half of another, a couple, 3 kids of 3 members of another church, and then 2 members of another church. So they had 3 churches with one group, which was pretty cool too. And we had another church that had 3 of ours and 2 of ours. So, we had kind of the kids were spread out. And it's good that way because then they get to meet other people too in the first place too. So it worked out great. They made some new friends and really loved it a lot. My group is the first day they went and worked at Salvation Army with the kids. And they helped out with the Vacation Bible School there. Well, so you eat every day. Every day you come in at 6 something in the morning and you eat breakfast. And then you go do your service for the day to from 9. It's I think it's from 8:30, 9 o'clock to 3 is your service time. Because we go, after we eat breakfast, we go and we do a little opening service, preaching, service, praying and stuff beforehand, before we go. So then we go do our service. Afterwards, we would go to take showers. There was 2 locations to take showers. There was a Salvation Army homeless shelter thing that we could go take showers at. And then there was also the YMCA you can go take showers at. And we didn't get to pick. It was just already assigned to us. Basically, they chose one that was closer to wherever we were doing our jobs at. So that's how that week was figured out there. But it was nice. It wasn't bad. And then you did an act, like, you know, you would come and eat dinner. Then we would go in the fellowship hall. Not the fellowship hall, the sanctuary, have some service, worship and stuff. And then we would do like an activity, a nighttime activity, stuff right there. Actually, no, that was backwards. We did the nighttime activity and then we did the gathering stuff right there. So when they talked about like, how'd your day go and all that. Then we did our own service little time, which we did over at the church. But so Monday, my kids worked with Salvation Army, helped out some kids with Vacation Bible School, and that evening, the evening activity was to go to this really cool, like really big, long bridge that went over like the ocean, like the lake kind of area. And it was really cool because you started out in Kentucky on one end. And after you walked up the windy little area and across the bridge and then down the other little windy area, you ended up in Indiana. So it was really cool because as you were walking across the bridge, you ended up in another state. So I thought that was cool. Then the next day, my group ended up painting an old ladies church with a service called New Direction. So you went there and seen what New Direction needed you to do. They sent you to go do what they needed you to do. So that's what we did. That was really cool. I thought it was awesome that we got to go paint this old lady's porch for her. And it turned out pretty nice. It wasn't bad looking. I mean, we're not professional painters, but, you know, hey, we did a great job. Then, you know, you do the rest of the stuff that you normally would. And the evening activity that day was to go and you got to pick a list of out of 5 things. You got to pick which one you wanted to go do. And our youth pastor, he picked to go hiking at this one trail that had like these giants. Well, he got us lost in the woods over there for a little bit, but it had these really big giants, like monkey giant things. There's supposed to be 3. We only found 2, but that's okay. The kids enjoyed it. They had fun. Wednesday, my group went and did the teaching refugees English. So they went to help out with ESL classes. And so they did that for the morning part. And what they did was they took like my church and the other guy's church that we were with. They took a few of each members and they put them in each of the classrooms. My son went with us on the mission trip. He's 11 years old. He's a new youth member, and he's the youngest one that went on the trip. Well, you had to be 12 to be in the ESL classes. So because he's only 11, they took him to the nursery to go help out in the nursery. So he got to go help out still, but he just couldn't do it with the rest of them. But it worked out great because he had fun. Then that evening activity, we went to the Kentucky Derby Museum. So we got to go around and see the museum, which was really awesome, really great. I loved the fact that that's what it was. And each team that went and did the different stuff, they were named after different racehorses. So our group was General Risk. So that was really cool. So our group was like really excited to go find General Risk in the museum, and it was really awesome, cool. So not only did we get to see the museum, we also got to take a tour of the Kentucky Derby field and like see the bleachers and everything where everything is done at, like where they do the races at. That was really cool too, there. So then on Thursday, we went to a soup kitchen kind of, and it was like Fiesta's Kitchen or something like that is what it was called. So we fed basically the homeless, or, you know, whoever needed food basically could come. It was for more than just homeless people too, but whoever can't afford food was able to come in there, and then do that. But they spent like, it was like 621 meals that was served. Yes, some of them did come through the lines, more than once. They were allowed to come through the line as many times as they wanted to in the amount of time that they were serving. And so, and, you know, some people were, you know, grumpy and stuff and kind of rude, but, you know, you just got to shake that kind of off and don't even worry about it because, like, why? It makes no sense, right? Then Thursday night's activity, we had a community barbecue. over at the Salvation Army that we originally went to on Monday to help with. So we did a community barbecue there. We had all 5 churches, all of the Salvation Army workers, and then any of the kids around any of the community house, like anyone who lived around in that community was welcome to come too. It was raining, so not a lot of people did come, but there were a few people that came, a lot of kids that came to, that was part of the vacation Bible school thing we were helping with. So that was really cool there, I think. And then on Friday, we did have to clean up our church and then pack up the vehicle. And we went and did a closing ceremony. And got to say goodbye to everybody. Got some group pictures with the leaders who was running the whole thing. It was great. We had so much fun. So then our youth pastor, as a reward for everybody, took us to the Ark exhibit on Friday after we left. And guys, I love that museum. It was so amazing and beautiful, and it was wonderful. Trust me, it was beautiful. I took so many pictures. I loved it. It was great. I even got a cup right here. See, and so this one says, when you pass through deep waters, I'll be with you. Isaiah 43:2. And then up here it says Ark Exhibit. And it says Ark Exhibit Williamsonstown, Kentucky on it. And yeah. So this cup was a $20 cup. But you got free refills on drinks the whole day that you were there. So I went with me, my nephew, my daughter, and my son. My youngest son stayed here with their grandparents with my parents because he was too young. But I bought one cup, and the 4 of us just shared it the whole time we were there and was able to fill it up. We really did get our money's worth of the $20 from this. And I got a really pretty cup as well. So yeah, I'm excited for that there. Let me grab my shot glasses real fast and I'm gonna show you what I got. Okay, so I got my shot glass. I know this turned out to be, whoa, dropping stuff, way more than just a little Dollar Tree haul, but hey, it's okay. So I collect shot glasses from all over the place. I love shot glasses from different places. And so I picked up a few shot glasses on my trip. Now, I didn't pick up a whole bunch like I normally would because of the fact that I have some from a lot of the states that I already went through. And the ones they had, I was like, oh yeah, I already have those. So, yeah. But I picked up a few shot glasses on my trip. I did go with the cup because they didn't have shot glasses at the museum. I mean, okay, yeah, I can understand why it's a religious place and, they don't want to include drinking. But, I don't drink it. It's a collector item for me. So I would have liked to have had a shot glass, but this is perfectly fine with me, okay? So we went to the museum. After the museum, guys, we went to the original KFC. We drove there. We went and ate the original KFC and ate there. And I bought my daughter a little pin from there too. I got her some pins. Don't put away. I think she put them away already. But we got pins. She collects like the little button pins, like the push pins ones. So I got her one from the Kentucky Derby Museum, and I got her one from KFC. And yeah, so that. I was gonna get her one from the Ark because they did have one from the Ark, but she didn't want it because of the fact that it had it had the rainbow in the background and it said the Ark exhibit. But it didn't have like an actual rainbow. It just had the colors kind of lined up, kind of like the flags you guys probably see around. And she was like, I don't want it because it looks like that. And and she said, I don't want someone to get the wrong message. So she didn't want to get it. Which, I mean, that's understandable. That was her choice about it. And she wished they would have had another one that didn't have that on it. But, the rainbow is actually God's promise to never flood the earth again, and it did take place during the Ark time. And so she was like, she wished it would have just had like a regular rainbow on it and then said Ark exhibit, and she would have been fine with that. But because it was laid out like just like rectangles of all the colors throughout the whole pin, she was like, no, I'm good, I don't want it. But anyways, I did get shot glasses, and so I only got 3 shot glasses on my trip, and it's because I already had some from those states. So, and I didn't want to get the same shot glass because they only had the same one. But I got this Kentucky shot glass. I do already have some Kentucky shot glasses, but this one is different than the one that I have here. And so I was like, hey, I'm in Kentucky. Let me get one that's different than the one I have. Okay. So this is it says Kentucky Bluegrass State on it right there, which is really cool. Awesome. Okay. Now, like, I wish I could have got, like, shot glasses at, like, other places as well, but they just didn't have them. Okay. So, but hey, it's okay. Like, I would have liked one from the KFC we went to and from the Eyecream we went to, but they didn't have them. Okay. So I got the Kentucky one. I also got a one from that says Kentucky Derby. They had these at the museums. They had a few different ones, but this is the one that I picked. It has the racehorses, and it says Kentucky Derby on it. And then on the back, it just says all kinds of other stuff. It says photo finish, clubhouse, and they're off, winner's circle, clubhouse, and they're into the stretch. You know, just different sayings that they say at a Kentucky, you know, at the racehorses. I would really like to go see racehorses. I think that would be fun to go to with the weird outfits and stuff that they have. But yeah, so I got that one. Okay. And then this one, okay, so after we went, this is just, I got to tell you a little backstory about this one because we wouldn't have ended up with, I would not have ended up with this one at all. But, we were driving, after we went to KFC, we were driving to the Airbnb that we were going to stay at in Tennessee. Now, our youth pastor got that Airbnb there in Tennessee because of the fact that it was closer for some of our youth members, because my daughter's boyfriend, his twin brother, which is also the boyfriend of another little girl I've known since she was a baby, so they're twins, but they're not identical twins. They're just they're just fraternal twins, you know. Their sister and their mom, their sister's younger than them, and their mom they went with us, but they drove separately. And then they went to the Ark with us. So they went to the mission trip with us, went to the Ark with us. And then right after the Ark, they ended up leaving to go to Kentucky. So they didn't go, not Kentucky, North Carolina. It was either North Carolina or South Carolina. Wanted to do. I think it was North Carolina. But they went over there to go visit their aunts, their aunt and uncle, so their mom's sister and stuff. But and their mom's sister came to the Ark with us too, which was really cool too. So it was really awesome and fun. But they did that with us, and then they left. So we were planning on them staying with us at the Airbnb. That's the reason why our youth pastor got that Airbnb. Well, we were driving and to the Airbnb, and his wife, the youth pastor's wife, was telling us about how she's from Tennessee, explaining this stuff to us. And as we were driving, we drove through the Appalachians Mountains, and oh, guys, that was beautiful, like amazing, beautiful. I'm telling you, okay. I would love to drive through those mountains again because they were just that beautiful. So we driving through those and stuff, and she was telling about how she's from Tennessee, and she was telling us about how, you know, her mama is Mexican and makes these really good authentic Mexican breakfast and stuff. And the kids ended up talking them into going to see her mama in the morning, but it was like 2 hours away from where we were. So where we were staying at, it was another 2 hours out in Tennessee to get to her mom's and stuff. But the youth pastor was like, hey, y'all, that way y'all can have some authentic Mexican food, and my wife can see her mama, and I am more than happy to eat my mama's, or whatever it was he calls her, basically his mother-in-law's cooking. He said, I'll be more than happy to eat her cooking so we can go. And we'll just have to wake up early in the morning and get there, okay? So, we were planning on doing that. Well, they found out she called her mom and asked her mom if that would be okay, if she would be okay with cooking for us. And we came with the youth group and stuff, and that, with the 12 of us that was in the vehicle. Wait, was it 12? 1, 9, 10, Oh, 11 of us. Yeah, 11 of us that were in the vehicle. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And because we had a big van, okay? And we ended up talking her into that. And so then we went to the Walmart right there where we were at to get the food that their mama asked for, you know, to make the food for everybody. And while we were there, I was like, hey, y'all need to get an ice chest because y'all need to put this food in it. He's like, oh, it's only 30 minutes to the Airbnb and there's a fridge. I said, I'm not worried about that, Michael. I'm like, I'm worried about the 2-hour trip to your mother-in-law's house. Oh, yeah, I should get an ice chest. So he went and bought an ice chest. That way we can put everything in it in the vehicle, okay? Now, God works in mysterious ways, guys. In absolute mysterious ways, okay? So he gets the ice chest, gets the food. We get back in the vehicle, and he gets a message. Oh, well, I think his wife. It's either him and his wife. I don't know which one got the message. But they got a message that the Airbnb we were supposed to stay at had absolutely no water at all in the whole place. And that once we get there, to let the lady know, and she'll bring us jugs of water. Okay? I looked at them and I said, do you really think that's a smart idea to go to a place that has no water at all with 8 children? And only 2 of the kids were girls. The rest of them were boys. I was like, I don't think so. Because they already stink from the day. They need showers. So that's not going to work out. Okay. So I was like, can't you guys just cancel it and get your money back? Because technically she told you 30 minutes before we were going to show up that there was no water. So that's not on you guys. That's on them. And I was like, and let's go stay at your mama's. Let's just go see if your mom's okay with us staying over there. We can all just crash in the living room. And like, I slept on the, I can sleep on the couch. So the rest of the kids can just sleep on the floor all over the place. It's not a big deal. It's one night. We were sleeping on the floor with sleeping bags anyways for the whole week at the church. So why not? Well, she got her mama. Her mama was okay with it. So then they asked the lady if they can cancel it. They ended up getting the money back for the Airbnb, which is great. But I say that the Lord works in mysterious ways, because if it wasn't for the kids begging them to let's go see your mom for breakfast, all of the events that happened wouldn't have played out. Okay. So we they cancel it and we just do the 2-hour drive, which we already have the ice chest with the food. So we do the 2-hour drive to her mom's house there. And we go in and everybody's going to sleep. Now, the youth pastor, he went to sleep earlier before everyone because he was planning on driving the next day. Well, the plan was right after breakfast, we were all going to leave and drive back to Texas. Well, that didn't work out, okay? So somehow, I don't know, but he ended up taking us to another bridge and the downtown over in that Tennessee area where we were at. So we went across this really pretty bridge across the water over in downtown Tennessee. We went to, this whole time she's able to spend time with her mom, which was a great thing because her mom has cancer. So you need to see your mama anyways. And she only sees her mom once a year because they go up there for the holidays. They do either Christmas. They said they switch it every year. So they go and see his parents for one holiday, and they go and see her mom for one holiday. So, that's what they do as a couple there, which works out, which is great, okay? And so we're walking across the bridge, and then they go, to this Publix, which is like a grocery store, and he says it's better than H-E-B's. So he took us to a couple Publix while we were down there to show us that it was better than H-E-B's. But we walk to this Publix that's right downtown in the area, not that far from the bridge we were on. Well, while we were inside Publix, the kids were getting some sub sandwiches and stuff, but standing right there in the bakery area, her mother received a phone call that her mom just passed away. And I'm sorry, but she received the phone call that her mom just passed away. So we were like, hey, see, everything works out for a reason. You needed to be there at that moment when your mom received that phone call. God knew your mama needed you with her when she got a phone call about her mother. And I'm sorry. It's very sad. I don't mean, So it worked out that we did all that with her mom. That way she could be with her mom at that moment when her mom received the phone call. Her mom was a really sweet lady. I loved her. She was awesome. Well, after we left Publix, we went, they went to like this little other sub sandwich place. Some kids got subs at Publix, and then some of them got food at that sub place. And, it was amazing. It was good. Right there it was just delicious. Okay. Well, we went and, ate there. Well, then, why she was still there with her mom and her sister and her nephew and her niece playing there. Oh, and also another thing too is the very next day, the day we were there, the very next day was going to be her niece's birthday, and she's never been able to make it down there for her niece's birthday to even see her niece anytime during her birthday. So it also worked out too, she was able to see her niece the day before her birthday. So it was great. But we go and get ice cream at this really good place. It was a nice ice cream shop, and the ice cream was really good. Now, it wasn't like normal ice cream. It was ice cream that had like stuff in it, like the birthday cake ice cream that my son got. It actually had cake in the ice cream. So like apparently this is like a well-known ice cream place over there in Tennessee where we were at. I can't think of the name. I know it started with a C, the town, but I can't think of what it was, the actual name. Sorry, you probably hear my dogs right here anyways, playing. But it was basically, it meant something to the youth pastor and his wife, because when they got married, they had bought some big jugs of that ice cream to have at their wedding. So that was pretty cool too. And so he bought a beanie when he was there, and she was picking on him about that. And I was like, hey, it's a memento, so he can remember your wedding, messing with him about it. But the ice cream I got was like a whiskey caramel one, which was really good. So it had like chunks of like caramel and like stuff in it, and had like other chunks of stuff in it. So it was pretty good. It was really good, really good. But afterwards, we walked across the bridge. We went back to the area we're at, and he took us by these water stairs. They're like stairs that go down, but there's water it's like a waterfall that runs down the stairs. So the kids got sopping wet, and the youth pastor got sopping wet because they played on those stairs. Well, while they were doing that, I went into the gift shop of the aquarium they had there. I didn't get to go to the aquarium, but I went to the gift shop, and I got myself a Tennessee aquarium shot glass here with a little turtle on it. So this shot glass I wouldn't have ended up with if I didn't, we didn't go do all that. So yes, I didn't go to the aquarium, but at least when I look at this, I will have other memories of it with it, and it's very, very special. Shot glasses mean a lot to me because I get them from different places. I have friends who send them to me, so yeah, it's just great. Well, why my daughter's boyfriend was in North Carolina, he got me a shot glass too. And he messaged my daughter, and he was like, do you think your mom will be mad at me if I give her a shot glass with a Confederate flag on it? I was like, no, I won't be mad. It's a shot glass, and it's a flag. Why would I be mad? So he bought me one with a Confederate flag on it. I don't care which on my shot glass is, because of the fact that when people give them to me as gifts, they have meanings to me because somebody gave it to me as a gift. So yeah. So that's the one he gave me. Not a big deal. I don't care, I mean, it could be offensive to some people, and I'm not trying to offend anybody at all about it. So if you're offended, I'm really sorry. Not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to show you the shot glasses that I did pick up, okay? But let's go ahead and me stop talking now, and we actually get into why you actually came to this video in the first place, which I'm very sorry, but I pushed play on on the camera, and I felt the need to have to to needing to explain and let y'all know how my mission trip went. Because it was great. I loved it. I would definitely go on another mission trip again. Okay, just saying. Okay, well, this here, guys, is my box right there. Let me take a shot real fast of the picture of it because I didn't. And I don't know if it looks good, and I don't even care, truthfully. But this is everything I picked up. So I went to Dollar Tree because of the fact that I needed a few things. Just a few things, okay? What I needed was I needed a bucket, okay? I needed a bucket, okay? So we have... At work, I like to do buckets for gifts for people. And you probably hear my dogs running around playing. And again, I do apologize for my mess behind me. But anyways, we do, you know, I like to do little surprise baskets for different people at work and stuff. Because, you know, why not? It makes them think you're thinking of them. But we have one of our assistant principals who's had like surgery and stuff during the summertime, and so she wasn't able to come back to work when everybody else did, and she'll be back in like 2 weeks. So I got with a couple of people and I was like, hey, let's do a basket, because we always do baskets for different things. It's a lot easier when you do a basket with a bunch of people because everybody can just bring something small and, you know, just bring a little something. It doesn't have to cost a whole lot of money. You put it all together and it looks like a ginormous, great, wonderful, amazing gift. So that's why we like doing the baskets. So I always, when I do baskets, I always include Scentsy items inside my baskets too. So that's just me. That's also a way of me giving people the love of Scentsy too. But I needed the basket for that there. So that's why we picked up the basket, okay? Well, I was also like, hey, I need some shampoo and conditioner because we're running low on some shampoos and conditioners. And I picked up this one because this one looked like it could be really good. And it smells really good too. So, like, it smells really, really good. Yeah. It is a coconut shea butter scent right there. And it's just, it smells really good. Like, I like the I'm into coconut scents for body products. Sorry, but I like coconut scents for body products. So I got those there. Okay. So I'm excited for that. It's a coconut body butter one. Why not? Okay. I picked up another one of these. You might have seen from my last haul. This was the last one sitting on the shelf. And I like my Bath and Body Works, and I like my Scentsy body wash. Those are my favorite, but I will use other body washes too. Now, my boys don't want to use my Scentsy body wash because it's girly, or my Bath and Body Works because it's girly. But they'll use this one, and they really did enjoy this. And so I figured because it was the last one sitting on the shelf, I better pick up a backup. So I went ahead and I grabbed that, okay? I grabbed this cute little tape dispenser here because I have somewhere in one of these drawers, I have tape, but I don't have a dispenser for it. I can't find my dispenser anywhere. So I went ahead and picked up a new tape dispenser so that I could have it here on my little office desk area, okay? I also found these, and I thought these were really cute, okay? So they have, like, on the back side here, there's the flower, like the little flower things, okay? And they say wash and dry. And as you can, if you can see, right, they're made for you, like the little decals for you to put on your washers and dryers. And now I have, my washer and dryers are like these with the big doors that open, the round doors. And so I thought these were pretty, okay? And so I was going to cut out stuff like this with my Cricut and put them on there anyways. But I figured for $1.25, why not just pick them up that's already made? Make life a little easier, okay? And then the book lover in me did pick up some books too, because these just kind of sounded a little interesting. We have A Wedding in December, okay? Right here, which I love me some books, okay? But this says, let's see, where's it at? In the snowy performance of Atlas, the Wright family gathers for youngest daughter whirlwind Christmas wedding. First to arrive are the bride's parents, Maggie and Nick. Their daughter's marriage is a milestone they are determined to celebrate wholeheartedly, but they are hiding a huge secret of their own. They are on the brink of divorce. After living apart for the last 6 months, the last thing they need to do, the last thing they need is to be trapped together in a romantic winter wonderland. So I was like, oh, that sounds good, because to me it sounds like they're going to end up getting back together, guys. Okay. Then there was this one. It says Bad Days for Bad Men. It's a Western book. I do like some of the Western books. They are pretty nice. It says 2 books in 1. So this actually has, where's the second book even at? So, hold on, I'm finding it. Hold on, I'm almost there. Okay. So right there is where the second book is at. So it's 2 books in 1. So you have the Betrayal of the Mountain Men. And then you have the Rampage of the Mountain Men. Okay. And so the Betrayal of the Mountain Men is Smoke is determined to stay on the right side of the land until I guess Smoke is the guy's name. Until he's jumped by 6 low-life robbers who steal his shirt and his identity. Tired of robbing and murdering, Smoke's sentenced to hung in the morning since okay, but comes sun up, he's already after the robbers who set him up. Smoke's going to hunt them down one by one, because nobody frames the Mountain Man. Nobody who plans on staying alive, that is. And then the Rampage of the Mountain Man. Smoke takes a contract to deliver 3,000 herd of cattle, but a Cadence warrior uses an early winter breeze to attack Smoke and his outgang cowboys. Too bad it's only the first step in his journey built to test Smoke's memory, because some people are hunting a payday of their own. For killing Smoke, soon the streets of Lawrence will run with blood. So it sounds really interesting, and it's 2 books in 1. So I'm just like, hey, I'm glad. It's exciting. So yeah, that is everything right there that I did pick up. I know this is a little longer video than what you guys were originally planning for, and I apologize, but the Lord laid it on my heart as soon as I hit that play button that I needed to tell you guys about that mission trip, and you guys needed to know. And then I figured, since I was talking about the mission trip, why not show my shot glasses that I picked up, because I do collect a lot of shot glasses. I love collecting shot glasses. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I was excited to share those with you too. But I do also have lots of other videos planned for you guys. So please just stay tuned and watch them, because you're going to love them. Bye, everyone. I love you. And remember, God is amazing, and nothing on this earth is more important than your life forever in heaven. Love you guys. Bye, everybody.